Hello. My assistant is having some difficulties getting herself together to help me today, so we're going to go ahead and get started without her today with our calendar time. Here is our lovely March calendar. We have already been to school on the 23rd and 24th this week, so we're moving our clip like we do at our classroom to the 25th. Let's go ahead and make our today statement. Today is March 25th, 2020. Go ahead and look straight up on our calendar. What day of the week is March 25th? Yes, it is Wednesday, March 25th, 2020. Excellent. Put that aside for right now. Let's go ahead and take our straw chart and see how many days we've been in school. As of yesterday, we were in school for 134 days. So there were 4 straws in the ones column. Today, I am adding 1 more straw to our ones column to show our day. Yesterday we had 4. I just added 1 more. How many straws are in our ones column now? That's right, we have 5 days. So here is our number to show how many days we have done school this year. Go ahead and read that number for me. Excellent, 135. What does the number 135 mean? Tell me. All right, I heard 135 means 1 group of 100, 3 tens, and 5 ones. That is fantastic. Let's go ahead and count our 1 group of 100, 3 tens, and 5 ones. Ready? Stay with me. Here we go. 100, 110, 120, 130, 131, 132, 133, 134, and 135. That is our number, 135. So next, I want to build this number with our base 10 cubes. So how do I make the number 135 with the base 10 cubes? Go ahead and tell me. Okay, so what I heard you say was 1 100s flat to match the 100s, 3 tens to match the 3 tens there, 1, 2, 3. And I heard you say 5 ones. Let's see if I can do it today. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not going to try to hold them all up in a row. I'm just going to show you that I have 5 ones in my hand. So with our base 10, we have 1 100 flat, 3 sticks of tens, and 5 1 cubes to make our number 135 today. Fantastic. We're going to air write again to write the number 135. You can either write it on a piece of paper or you can air write with me. Here we go. Ready? 1 straight down. The 3, bloop, bloop. The 5, down, big belly around. Go back and put that hat on. Good job, 135. Pretty sure when I made my 3, I just made it backwards. So we're going to do it one more time. 1 straight down, 3, bloop, bloop, and my 5. Straight down, big belly around, hat on top. Good job, 135. Excellent. Great job. We're going to put this away. Go ahead and get your paper ready or whatever you're working on. I saw somebody actually had a chalkboard at home that they sent me a picture of. They were doing some math work on a chalkboard. I thought that was pretty cool. I've seen whiteboards out there. Whatever you have that you're working on. And we are going to do our mystery number of the day. I accidentally took my cover paper in. So I guess I'll use my journal I made the other day to cover that up. All right, let's go ahead and look and see what our mystery number of the day clues are today. We're starting off the same that we've been starting off every day. There's my 2 boxes for 1s and 10s because it is a 2-digit number. We have a 2-digit number today. Again, our second clue. It is greater than 10. It's a lot of numbers, isn't it? Yeah. But it's less than 20. Ooh, that narrows our numbers down quite a bit. Greater than 10, less than 20. All of those numbers would be our, can you figure out what those numbers would be called? That's greater than 10, less than 20. You got it. That's right. That's our teen numbers. So it's a teen number. Okay. Ooh. Says again, it's an odd number. I have my dot still over there. The odd ball out. It is not an even number. We're still in an odd number today. My last clue, I might have to remind you about the meaning of this word. It says sum of digits is 8. I'm going to bring it so you can see it nice and close. Sum of digits is 8. Now, we've worked really hard on those 2 words, addends and sum. See if you can tell your adult what the meaning of the word sum is. Do you remember the S-U-M? Sum of the digits is 8. Do you happen to remember that? If you said it's the answer to an addition problem, you're correct. The sum is the answer to an addition problem. So that means, again, we're adding the 1's digit to the 10's digit, and this time it makes 8. So, there's some teen numbers in there that are odd, but not all of them when I add them make 8. See if you can figure out what my mystery number of the day is. I love seeing those submissions when you send them in to me, taking pictures of it or videos of your problem solving. I love it. Keep up the great work. All right. We're now going to go ahead and change to the problem of the day part of our video today. Now, parents, adults, I'm going to let you know we're doing a how many more problem today. How many more problems are usually very tricky for us. We are still struggling with that concept of how many more and how to produce an answer for how many more. So you may have to do a lot of math talk with this one today to get that answer down, okay? But let's go ahead and take a look at our problem of the day with our first reading. Here we go. Cameron has 45 markers at his house. How many markers does Cameron have at his house? Yep, 45. Okay. Elena has 20 markers at her house. How many does Elena have? She has 20 at her house. That's right. How many more markers does Cameron have than Elena? So tell me, we already just said it as we were reading the problem. What are the 2 important pieces of information that are in this story problem that we have to know to be able to solve it? Yes, we have to know that Cameron has 45 markers and that Elena has 20 markers. Those are important pieces of information we have to know to solve this problem. Okay, let's read it a second time. This time we're listening for what is the question again they're asking us to do with Cameron's 45 markers and Elena's 20 markers. Let's listen for that question again. Cameron has 45 markers at his house. Elena has 20 markers at her house. How many more markers does Cameron have than Elena? What is the question we're asking in this story problem? Yes, it's a how many more question. How many more does Cameron have than Elena has? So if this is Cameron's pile, this is Elena's pile, how many more does Cameron have than Elena? Okay, so now we figured out the important information in the question asked. Let's read it a third time. This time we're visualizing. What does it look like? What are we going to either make or draw or write to help us figure out this problem? We're not doing it yet. We're just thinking of a plan. We're visualizing our plan. Here we go. Reading number 3. Cameron has 45 markers at his house. Elena has 20 markers at her house. How many more markers does Cameron have than Elena? Okay. What are you going to do to solve this problem? Think about it. Now I'm going to say we're not going to get away with just an equation for this one, most likely. Most likely we're going to have to make a picture, if not get 45 of something and 20 of something else to help us solve this problem and help us really think through it. We have to make it make sense. Remember, our question says, how many more does Cameron have than Elena has? Make it make sense. Do your very best work. And I cannot wait to see your responses today. All right. Our last part of today, I am going to show you one more card game. So we did Making 10 Go Fish the other day. That's on our video. I did a separate video for that one. This one I'm not going to do a separate video for. We're going to take that deck of cards again that we had last time. This time we are going to take out all of the cards that are not number digits. So these are all our number digits cards, 2 through 10. Over there, I have the ace, king, queen, and jack sitting. We do not need those for this game. So on the table, you are going to take the deck and split it into 2 piles. So we have 2 piles of cards sitting on the table. We're not focusing on just making 10 today. We are just focusing on fact fluency today, okay? Now, our goal in kindergarten is simply to have fact fluency to 5. We're there. We've got that. We're good. We've been working on to 10 and then all the way up to 20 because the first grade goal is to have fact fluency to 20. So this is what this game is working on, fact fluency to 20. So what I'm going to ask your student to do is turn over the top 2 cards in each pile and make an addition equation and answer it. So I have 10 plus 8 is my first one. Ooh, I think this one's a pretty easy one for us because we worked so hard on those teen numbers. We know what if my friend has all 10 fingers up and I have 8 fingers up, what that's going to do. 10 plus 8 makes what? Yes, it makes 18. Fantastic. So I get to keep these cards because I got it right. But if my adult happens to tell me I got something wrong, those have to go into the not keep pile. I can't keep them if I get it wrong. I got to get it right. So I'm taking 2 cards again, lifting them up. Whoa, I'm good on the 10s right now. I've got 6 plus 10 this time. Another teen number, what is it? 10. And then another 6 more is 16. You've got it exactly correct. Good job. I'm going to do one more. An easy one. 2 plus 5. Tell your adult what 2 plus 5 is. 5, 6, 7. Good job. If you said 2 plus 5 is 7, you have it correct. Now, when some of those equations get a little harder, adults, we might need some paper to draw out something. If we're doing, let's say 9 plus 8, something that we can't use our fingers for, and we're not, some of us have the strategy down of counting up. We put the big number in our head and then we count up that many more. Some of us have that down automatically and can do it fluently. Some of us still need to draw a picture, which is perfectly fine. We're working on getting to that fluency, but we're not all there yet, and that is perfectly fine. So whatever they need to do that game. Now, I'm going to say that once you get really good at the addition game, you feel like that's going well, you can always switch it over to subtraction, doing the same thing, but when you turn the cards over, making a subtraction equation out of it. That being said, you can't keep the cards in their exact order when you lift them up because we know a subtraction equation always has to start with the bigger number, right, friends? Yes. So when we do a subtraction equation, if we turned up, like I turned up the 6 and the 10, I know I would have to rearrange those and make it 10, take away 6 to be able to do that subtraction equation. So have fun with your cards again, working on those fact fluencies. so that you can get as wonderful as you possibly can with your addition and subtraction facts. Keep that going. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'm looking forward to seeing your answers. Bye-bye.